I suppose I just wanted to finish up by kind of drawing that into maybe a bit sort of from a real life perspective. So when we work with business, be it management teams or investors, I think that there's probably three things that I think are pretty important. The first thing is, what evidence do you have? We love a bit of data on our side of things. It's always great to have some data from a business perspective, or if you've got business data from a market perspective, to really inform that debate. We'll always, you can end up arguing and debating about the validity of said data, but at least if you've got that evidence base is really important. The second thing is around a point around sort of, particularly in some instances around commitment versus involvement. And what I mean by that is some team management teams who are, say, okay, that's our plan. Maybe a corporate finance team may have sort of helped input into that, and probably a bit punchy, but not necessarily my plan. But really commit to both that side to it, but also to quality. And that point around sort of the difference between commitment and involvement. And I think if you are committed to quality, which I'm sure you all are, that will really stand true and help differentiate you. And the final thing is around alignment. And I think the times we've been living in with COVID and the like, and also from an investor standpoint, the financing markets, there's been a bit of a dislocation between vendor expectations of what a business might be worth or what they're willing to get for their businesses versus what someone's willing to pay. And being aware of that difference between both vendor and buyer, I think is something that has needed to narrow. And I think that's something to bear in mind. If you're ever talking to investors, or even as you're thinking about your growth opportunities within your business, within your teams, that point around alignment of interest between yourselves and whoever's involved on that side. So those are kind of the three things that, out of this, we probably think are pretty important for growing the business. And that's it from my side.